week 2 for Clown, the last match. Lots to be settled in this one, because actually if Will's running a bit late, we can have a look at the way that the table's looking for Clown. At the moment, the Norse are sitting pretty at the top, but where's Carrion there? And Cunning's got his one draw, so this could really decide something actually, because if they get another draw, he's still sitting bottom though. Really, Will's going to want a win out of this. And that puts him right up. Oh, bloody hell. Between 2 and 4th place, be tied then. Tight business. Should be a good one. Aiden's, Cunning's stuff. Ah, there's John, I think, maybe.
Hello.
How do?
I'm good, thank you. You?
Yeah, not too bad at all. We're just having a quick look at the teams.
Cool, I'll boot up.
Cool. Just looking at Aiden's Chaos. They are not...
They don't look great, do they?
They're not in a happy place at the moment. Oh, to be fair, they went up
No
against
skills.
an absolute monster and came away fairly unscathed.
Apart from the missing player.
Apart from one missing player.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of hoping...
It's going to be hard, though.
It's going to be a bit of an uphill for him, I think, especially against the experienced Necro. Let's pop the volume up a bit. I'm just hoping by the time that I play him, he doesn't pick up block on one of the warriors. That's ideal for me. And Carrion Screaming.
Quite slow to level.
They are one of the long play teams, aren't they?
They are, and he's got 5 SPP on 2 players, and one of those is missing this game.
This one. Mm.
Yeah, it's going to be a while before he skills anybody up, I'd imagine.
And then you compare that to Will's Necro, who have level 4 Flesh Golem, which is unheard of.
Is that the Mighty Blow
Mighty
guy?
Blow block guard.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a monstrosity.
He's got a Mighty Blow Claw Wolf, hasn't he?
And the other one is a Blodge Wolf.
Dodge one, yeah. He's got a Rackle Wall, looks quite nice as well.
What's he got? Mighty Blow guard, Tackle, White. Another guard White.
Yeah.
And then these 3 zombies are all sitting on an MVP each. So anything comes their way, there's going to be a level there.
Yeah, and they're only ever going to get Wrestle or Dirty Player anyway, so...
Well, you never know. Nuffle might give him a double, and that puts it all up in the air.
On a zombie? Oh yeah, maybe.
I mean, to be fair, my block Dauntless zombie is possibly one of my favourite pieces. No one suspects that a zombie can do the amount of work that thing can put in.
To be fair, that's the thing about the Necro teams. They don't have the skellies, and I prefer the skellies for fouling anyway, just for the extra movement, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they do get places quite well. It also helps to kind of negate a little bit of claw.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? I mean, they got the thick skull. They're only armor 7, so they stay on the pitch more. They're often on the pitch doing nothing, stunned more. So
yeah,
don't know. So yeah, it's quite a nice looking Necro team, really.
They are. I'm trying to remember what the predictions were. I think they were fairly high up, but Clown's got quite a few monstrosities, myself included. Could have got James's.
Looks like this has had
ogres.
This has had a bit of a trim as well, hasn't it, for a team this good? He's got a baby flesh column that looks, so he must have lost one.
Yeah.
One of the ghouls is new.
That reminds me, I need to fire off my Star Ghoul. He's unfortunately got to the point where he's just bloat now. And with the movement bust.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
My other Blodge Ghoul just picked up Sure Hand, so cheaper players doing the same job, really.
Yeah.
Especially rather than giving Will, I think it would be 350 in inducements. I need to try and
I
trim
just stopped
that.
worrying. My TV's so high, I stopped worrying about that now. I just basically give it I should get rid of that niggle dwarf, but he's got so many skills on him.
That's it, they start becoming just too valuable to actually say goodbye to. Well, actually, here's a perfect situation to say you've firstly got a platform online to actually answer the naysayers about bringing back a champion team.
Do you know what? It's a difficult one, but that team, people complain about it, but it only played 2 seasons. There are teams in this league that have played longer than 2 seasons
absolutely.
that are far more than my team is. And to be honest, that's not a well-developed Chaos Dwarf team. I rolled one double and I took dodge on a dwarf. There's no claw in there. One of the Bull Centaurs died must have been last season, so one of them's fairly new. It's not an incredibly well-developed team. I can understand it. No, I can't understand it at the end of the day. I think if you win it, you should be allowed to
defend the title. I would agree with that to a certain extent. I think it's more about just keeping it fresh, really.
Well, yeah, but then, I mean, I played in the league when Crispy just rolled Chaos and just rolled that team over and over and over until it was her. I mean, okay, he never won with it, but that was a horrible team to play against. The skill ups on that were horrendous.
Is that an Arcanast? I can never say the team name.
Yeah.
Because I never had the pleasure, thankfully.
I had to play them with my goblins. It wasn't enjoyable. But there are plenty of other teams that have done really well, that have hung around, that have been really well developed and played multi-season. As I said, mine only played 2. Maybe I'm defending it because I enjoy playing them, and I had such a horrendous time last time I tried it with vampires.
This is true. That was just horrific what you went through with the vamps.
It was a strange one. I mean, you always know that something bad's going to happen. I think first game was against the ogres, and I can't remember what my TV was going into that game. I might have maxed it out at the full 1,000, but coming out of that game, after one game, I had 600 TV.
Oh Jesus!
I think one vampire was dead, regen failed. One was dead because basically he was down to armor 7, regen had failed. Another one was dead because he was AG3, regen had failed.
Mm-hmm.
It was just horrible. I've never known anything like it. Every time they hit me, they broke armor, and they caused a casualty, and it was a serious injury.
Yes, especially
on a
team like Vamps as well. You can handle one casualty, but if they start coming back to back and regen just fucks you over, the team's just completely crippled.
Yeah. It wasn't even the regen. I mean, I can take the regen failing. It's a 50-50, but it's almost the same odds to be seriously injured. I mean, even to have an MNG wouldn't have been so bad, but it was. You have to roll a 5+ to get a serious injury or a death, and it happened on 3 vampires out of the 4 that I had.
God,
it was
literally just fielding a team of thralls.
It's difficult to explain. And then I was allowed to restart it. Same team, same build, same lineup. Next game, same thing happened. It was just lurching from one disaster to another. And yeah, I literally had enough by that stage.
Understandably. Ooh, it looks like the match is live. So we'll load up into that. What are your predictions for this one? I mean,
I can't see anything apart from a Necro win.
I think the Necro speed is going to... Yeah, well, don't be sorry. He's the reigning champ at the moment.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I didn't predict the draw he got last match against the Ogres. I think he lucked out a bit on that. All right, by lucked out, I mean he played very well, as he always does. But I think with the speed of the Necro there...
I think the speed and the skills they got, I mean, obviously there's a fair bit of tackling in that team that's not going to affect him because he's literally got no skills. But I mean, that's part of the problem. He has no skills. So everything that he does, from blocking, picking up the ball, if he needs to hand off, anything that he does is going to be risky. So,
oh, look at it! We've got sweltering heat to start off the match.
It's not too bad, isn't it?
It won't take effect until the first touchdown on the end of the half, though, will it?
Yeah, exactly. So it's not going to affect the start, but could be a problem later on.
Looks like Aiden's setting up to defend here.
It's a straight 2-up roll as well, isn't it? It's not affected by phase, so it's actually quite a nice kick off the game.
Arnie's taken
He took Max.
as Dave says in the chat there, he has taken Max, which means, what would be your chainsaw favoured target here? Would you be going for the levelled up golem, or would you be aiming for those wolves?
I'd go for the wolves.
Everyone wants a new fur coat.
Every time I'd go for a wolf. If one falls over, chainsaw it. If you get close to it, chainsaw it. If you can blitz it, chainsaw it.
I don't know, with Chaos, I think I'd be tempted to go for his guard pieces. Try and take out the flesh golem.
I don't know. For me, my priority would be to take down the wolf. I mean, I would imagine Will knows what he's doing. That Mighty Blow Claw one's going to be fairly well protected, but if you get a shot at that, you take it. You've only got to roll a 6 to break armor, and then after that, it's in the lap of the gods on the chainsaw. If you can get that off the pitch, the next one doesn't have Mighty Blow, but Claw for armor, Claw for Chaos is still. I mean, this is the thing with the Chaos team. They can get immensely well developed. They can develop the Mighty Blow, the Claw, piling on, all of that. And they don't fear anything apart from the mirror.
Yeah.
You know, the claw that Will's got is going to be playing on Aiden's mind. I imagine.
That claw mighty blow is going to be his biggest threat. I think.
I would say that chainsaw has a job, and that job is going to be
that job. Its name is Planet of the Hartnell.
Yeah.
Let's see what the kickoff is. Extra reroll for everyone.
He did well there because he's not got Fame Maiden.
In addition to Max, he's also taken Wizard.
Got 2 babes.
2 babes.
I think the Wizard will be important. I hate playing against a Wizard. I hate.
You're always on edge, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can't do a breakaway cage because you're worried a fireball's going to hit it. You can't do a lone breakaway because you're worried about a lightning bolt.
I think that's the beauty of it. You don't need to use it. You can affect the way that your opponent plays simply by taking it.
Oh, absolutely, yes. It's
So you know you have to adapt your playstyle.
The threat of it is actually probably more effective than actually using it.
It's definitely that. I wish they'd implemented it properly in this game and you could use it the way it was meant to be used. Don't quite know where it went wrong. They had it right in Blood Bowl 1. It worked. Eventually, it worked well the way that it's supposed to work, and then in this one, it just cocked it up again.
Because if memory serves, in the new tabletop rules as well, the various races have different wizard options.
Yeah, the actual wizard itself's been taken out of the tabletop rules, really. Yeah, I mean there are individual wizards per race. They each do different things. They brought back the frog spell, didn't they? The zap spell.
That's right. Yes.
Turn something into a frog. I think the lightning bolt went, but. You don't tend to see it much at tournaments. Most tournaments outlaw wizards, so I rarely face it. I don't really play a lot of tabletop league.
Well, in theory, I suppose you wouldn't see much in the line of inducements in a tournament anyway, because everything should be set at a relatively standard. I say I've never actually.
Well, the way it generally works. So. The way it generally works is they'll set a TV level, so it could be 110, 150, 1050. 1010, 10, 1150, whatever it'll be, and you buy everything that you want out of that TV. So you don't take inducements before every game. You buy your inducements, and you get them for every game in the tournament. So you can take babes. You just buy them out of the TV that you're allowed to buy them from.
Okay.
But as I said, most tournaments won't allow you to purchase a wizard. So
I suppose
it's almost like Rosberg in a better tournament.
If you're a more lightly armoured team, you'd think more seriously about taking some babes or stuff, like if you were Kemry or maybe Brett's.
So I think a team like Kemry really benefits from a wizard, and it possibly, I think people are using the tournaments, maybe it affects them slightly more than others not being able to use it. But I mean, they try to level things out with the tierings and the skills, but it doesn't always work.
Okay, there's the pickup. Interestingly, there's been no blitz And in theory,
And
can be no blitz unless he uses a blitz. We'd have to do a one. No, that'd be uphill. And then do
He's
a
only
blitz
got
to
a
try and
one
move
level
away,
or an
yeah.
uphill block. I don't think he's going to this turn. I think he's just going to eat it.
Yep, just play conservative and...
It's quite clever, really, because Aiden set 3 squares back with the Beastmen and all the Chaos people up front. I mean, he outstrengths the Necro at this stage. Maybe there wasn't a viable blitz target there without getting out of position, so it's probably quite clever.
Yeah, I mean, he could have used Planet the Heartnell to whip around, but that frenzy would have got him into a bit of a sticky situation, so he's, I think, made a sensible move there.
He could have done, but he would have struggled to get it back and get it safe. I don't think he would have overexposed that at any stage. I think that's going to be used pretty much surgically. It'll go in, it'll do its job, and it'll get back behind that line and just hide away nice and safe, ready to do it again next turn. He's not going to leave that hanging out.
I mean, I was interested to see that he's gone with the werewolf in pickup rather than the skillless ghoul. Because I would have thought he'd try and get as much as he can on that early on. Oh, that stun's going to be interesting. It's freed up both of those Chaos Warriors.
Well, it has until a zombie moves in there. I think that's the biggest thing. It'll start to come round.
Here comes the
He's going to have to come.
Brum brum.
7 course of average roll.
Oh, straight
he's
off.
off. He's gone.
For no injury.
It's gone on a double 1. It's still a stun. Unbelievable. I can't believe he wasted it on that, if I'm honest.
I can see why he did it, to try and address the balance of strength 4 on the field, but
he outstrengths them with strength 4 on the field. I don't think he needed to really.
this is true.
It's an attractive target, but they're armor 9, so you need to roll a 10. I know you get 3 for the chainsaw, so you've got to roll a 7. That's an average roll.
But
I mean, you're not always going to roll that. And it's what, 50-50 to roll a double on 2d6 or something. I mean, you're always running the risk.
this is true, and when you compare it to a werewolf, you're having to roll 2 less to get the injury.
The threat I think, like we were saying with the wizard as well, the threat of that chainsaw affects the way that you play. He's not going to put a wolf out there knowing that it's going to get chainsawed to the face. And obviously with a wolf, you only need to roll, 6? Which is below average.
Yeah.
So, and there's no risk of being sent off. So,
and now, obviously, with no block on the Chaos team as well, that wolf, or both the wolves, is going to be feeling a lot more confident if they have to go deep field.
Oh, Will is loving life right now. Absolutely loving it. He didn't cause any chaos the first turn. He forsook his blitz so that he could consolidate his positioning, and Aiden's gifted him a man up. I mean, it's unlucky with the dice roll. Let's be honest. It is unlucky with the dice roll, but like I said, you've got to accept that there's a chance that's going to happen. And now it's 11 against 10, and it's going to be uphill really for him.
I'm just looking at what he could do blitz here. I'm thinking Planet the Heartnell's probably going to have a blitz on Island Stable. Push him down.
Oh yeah, I can see that one.
Because he'll bring his guard white probably down. Oh, he's going to blitz with the white. Fair enough.
That one.
Moves that extra bit of guard in actually, I suppose, so not a bad shout. In fact, he can carry on moving up just to progress that side cage a little bit if he wants.
I think he's definitely going to come down that way.
Yeah, if I can probably put him about there.
Only got the sticks.
2
broken the armor even with the wolf. He's still got 2 squares of movement left, hasn't he?
He has. So he could move up a little bit. He could just move in to support the other white, to be honest.
Yeah, he could wedge the guard in there. He's already got a flesh golem on there.
Because I mean, the unbased warriors are too slow to really make much of a threat. They can start to harry and force him to move. But I think with the skill advantage, I wouldn't be too worried about being forced to score early if I was Will here.
And I can't see Aiden coming around the back. He was clever tagging, what's his name, the Davison.
Yep.
Davison, that zombie, he was clever tagging that zombie so that it can't. Sorry, the sacred tenant. He was clever tagging him with the beastman so that he can't move back in. It keeps those chaos warriors. They can swing back round. But he's got strength 4 on the blitz, so the beastman can still do a bit of damage. Depends how much he wants to push it now.
What would I do? I would probably blitz that ghoul, attack of the Colin Baker. Strength 7, no regen is always a tempting target.
It is, but with no tackle and no block, you're relying on a 1 in 6 to knock him down.
Oh, this is true. But I mean, what else could you do? I mean, you could go for...
And choosing your targets. I mean, I would be tempted to go after the Eccleston with one of the...
I was just looking at that. One of the goats could hit there.
Yeah.
Then you've got
2 dice.
Yeah, you've got a 2 dice from Respected Nation against the Tom Baker.
Yeah.
So just halt that cage a bit. He has got a decent positioning there, actually, to hold off.
That would have been my blitz. I wouldn't want to base myself.
Oh, he's gone against the white.
Yeah.
That was decent. Though there is a gap.
I'm not sure why you would do that against a player that's got block. Like I said, I think you have to play the percentages at this point. And
I mean, I would actually have been cheeky at that point. I'd have pushed him to that side square, follow him up to be a surfing threat. Pushing everything in, he's got to then... Will's got to make a lot of... Oh, KO.
It's a big KO.
That's important.
Yeah, that's huge.
Because
That's
like if that had carried on, then you've got a real threat of another important piece going off. And you're trying to address the crumbling cage at the same time. If you give your opponent too many questions to answer, they're more likely to slip up.
I think the danger with that blitz and then following up was potentially you could end up getting surfed yourself.
You could.
So.
But a skillless goat, just to make them have to do those extra blocks there and risk them not getting what they need for me to be able to hit the ball carrier really happily, I think I'd take that.
I think I'd take it later in the game than turn 3.
I am a bit maverick though. I do tend to get a bit surf obsessed.
I'm quite cautious. I think that comes into play. The Chaos Dwarfs. I mean, there's 8 turns in the game, and I don't need to score realistically until turn 8.
This is true.
And
also, I suppose as well, you've got to be very aware of your positioning, because if anything goes wrong, that could completely ruin your chances of scoring.
On defense as well. I mean, it's okay now because he got lucky and got the KO, so they're actually equal on numbers. But up until that point, he was already a player down. I don't think I want to give a surf away.
No. Ah, okay, that blitz is coming around the back, so Will's going to be repositioned here.
Oh, now that again, see, is just that.
Only a badly hurt.
It's going to be a nightmare. Does he have a? He does. He does have an apo.
Does have an apo. He's elected not to, with good reason. With that claw mighty blow still sitting.
Oh,
on the
absolutely. I mean, this is one of my failings. Sometimes because I play so many tournaments and not enough league play, I would have probably been tempted to apo it, and it would have been, I think, the wrong decision without claw mighty blow still on the pitch. I think Aiden's done the right thing there by resisting the apothecary, but this comes back to that chainsaw foul. That walk is going to be an absolute nightmare the whole game, as long as it stays free.
But you know what Aiden has done here? Because looking, if Will's going to be trying to reposition, he's going to be having a cage with some very vulnerable players, because the Necro are very spread now.
I don't think Will's going to look to cage, if I'm honest. He's just going to look to screen. He can drop that wolf back. He can drop it behind his line again. Like I say, it's only turn 3.
8.
Don't forget movement 8. He doesn't need to, he's in no rush to get forward. He's got that man advantage back. Most of Aiden's team now is situated on his right hand side. Will's left. They're not great movement. Can block what's his name, Beastman.
Yeah, there's a screen coming up
services can be blocked away by a zombie. He dropped. Yeah. He doesn't want to build a cage. He knows that Aiden's got the wizard.
Yeah,
so.
I was just saying, looking at the positioning there, he's made a very good choice about what could be hit with a fireball.
Exactly. If anything, he's limited Aiden to a lightning bolt with no recovery. It would just be a waste of the wizard. Aiden, I can't see Aiden using that this early in the game. The Whittaker can drop back. No one's really going to be in punching distance. Troughton, I think, might be in a spot of bother. We'll see what happens. He's got block.
Yeah.
So,
That's some lovely positioning.
yeah, it's nice. It's just build a screen, keep them at distance, move them around. Like I say, he's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 5 turns left to play with this. He's in no rush.
Taking it at his leisure.
Exactly. In 2 turns, those walls can cover 16 squares.
Yeah.
He's, where he is now, he's in
scoring
scoring range in 2
yeah.
turns. Exactly. So he's not going to be in any rush on it.
Aiden looks like he's going to be forming a counter screen here.
He's going to try to come back. He needs to consolidate. He now knows that he needs to come back onto his left. But as we said before, giving him the opportunity to throw blocks here, and with no skills on them, every block that he makes is going to be a risk.
Yeah. Squeaky
he's
bum
got
holes
the
on
rerolls.
every block.
That first one was a push. That's a Beastman still tied up.
So here comes the 2-die.
Got the power there. He's okay.
Probably see a blitz against the ghoul. Maybe not be following up because there's not much point, but just hitting for the sake of hitting it, trying to take out a piece if you can.
Oh. What's the regen say? Oh, yeah, that sticks. That's not regen.
You're a little bit ahead of me there. Ooh. My internet's playing up. There we go.
No. Do you know you can tell? When the character card tells you the player is injured.
Oh right. Yeah, when that comes up.
In the right hand corner of the character card, you get that red cross to say it's an injury. If that's not there, then regen has succeeded. So you can actually tell from the character card whether or not it's worked.
I know you can tell from the animation because it will come up injury immediately whilst it's doing the animation and a KO.
Yeah.
But a stun, it will just be hit, so you just always watch, waiting for the words to come up.
That's right. Again, that's quite good. Aiden's reached parity again on players. They both got 1 reserve, haven't they?
Yep.
So
well, Aiden's got a loner.
Aiden's definitely going to be a player down. And if Will's KO comes back, he'll be back up to strength.
No injury with that one. Aiden can breathe again.
No. This is looking a lot better, I would say, for Aiden now than it was previously.
Yeah, he's starting to get that control a little bit.
He's got safe NHS and no Brexit are both free. As is the Beastman, no austerity, they're okay. Troughton's stuck. He's going to get hit by a Chaos Warrior next turn.
Nation is free over on the right flank.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Windrusher's Remain's going to do anything. He's just going to play out that Rumby. But as I said, I don't think Will's in any hurry. If you can limit Aiden to a couple of hits. He's definitely hitting Troughton.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine the Eccles get punched at some stage, but he's got no clear hit on the ball. Not sure about that.
Assume from that positioning, coming into support Troughton there.
Oh no, it's okay. Troughton's got guard. So he's got 2 dice on this. I'm not sure about that either. Where's the ball
Interesting.
going?
He's got to... Surely he's got to move the ball carrier before doing this block he's planning with the Eccleston there. Because if that goes wrong, your ball carrier is fairly exposed. I mean, he can't hit with a blitz. You have to blitz down the Sacred Tenant and then... Oh, there it goes, the movement.
He's got to stay where he is. Can't follow up this. Yeah.
There we go.
He's putting himself under some pressure there. Because to be honest, he could... I mean, like, it depends how aggressive he wants to be now. But with 4 turns left, he could easily put a Chaos Warrior on Planet of the Heart. Now I know it's risky, but it can be done. He hasn't got dodge. Easily get one on him, just marking up straight away. Too late now. He could have lightning bolted the ball carrier. He could have blitzed his way through.
Yeah, because
Could have got
he
onto the
should in
ball.
theory be able to block down Troughton.
Yeah.
And then he's got 2 beastmen that are free there as well to just, even if he doesn't try for the pickup, just to secure the ball.
I mean, I don't understand why he moved Curse of the Pertwee in if he wasn't going
to do anything with it.
to do anything on property taxed 1%. I mean, it's not going to take much to remove that assist from Curse of the Pertwee. And then Troughton's still getting hit.
So, yeah, here's the 2 die.
He's just going to mark the ball. I'm not sure it's the right thing to do, but he's going to do it.
Well, I assume he must be thinking about trying to take down the Troughton and then just surrounding the carrier a little bit.
Yeah.
Although he's got dodge.
Tried. He just got the stand firm. Going to have to... he's losing. See, he's tying players up now. He's
Committing
just
a
got to
lot
push
to it. Yeah.
And he's still stuck on him. Island Stable's still stuck on the edge of that
So, yeah,
column. It's all
he's used
gone
his
wrong
blitz.
for Aiden.
That's a lot. I suppose the Will's going to be quite happy the Flesh Golem is doing its damn job there.
Hmm. I mean, that Will could be very cheeky here, but going to now. Can't do it now.
Second GFI to mark up the Davidson. Finally getting the power.
He didn't do the second GFO, that's easy. The Troughton's just standing up again, and those 3 can have, those 4 can have it.
What's the... Oh, Tim's in the chat as well. Hello, Tim.
He can stand the Davison up. He could blitz. It's only 1 dice, but I mean, I'd take it with block. He could blitz with the ball carrier.
Which gives you 2
He
die
could push. He could push Respected Nation 2 squares diagonally. So to the 1 just to the left of the 2, and then again so that he's next to the Eccleston.
here.
He could easily move somebody onto the sideline. And then the Eccleston's just got a simple surf to get rid of Respected Nation.
That's an
Can't do it now
interesting
'cause
position
he's
in there
a
from the
zombie.
Eccleston. I would
Yeah,
have
I
assumed
don't-
to come down onto the other corner of Windrush's Remain.
Don't
Then
know why
dodge.
he's giving away so many blocks. He's literally just stood him on a Chaos Warrior.
Well, he could be planning actually to just blitz with Planet of the Heart and all on Respected Nation, who's marking the ball carrier,
I think
push
he
him away, and
probably
then
is.
everything's pretty much marked. Move down to
Yeah, I
scoring
wouldn't-
range,
I
and then
wouldn't.
you're forcing Chaos to make some unskilled dodges.
Oh, you're not. If he
Oh,
potatoes
actually-
down here, he's got a lightning bolt. He's got
Mm.
an easy 2D with no Brexit. He's got a blitz on Windrush Remain, who could then come and pick the ball up.
That's a good point, because yeah,
This
that
is
mass in the
like-
middle is not stable.
No, it would be. And again, it's one of those things. Aiden doesn't need to score this up if he doesn't want to. He knows he's getting the ball next. He knows he's going to be on offense. It will be difficult with the sweltering heat to see how many players both teams get back. I think what Will's done there is a sensible direction.
Yeah. Well, then still got the movement to come around behind to prevent the dodging.
Yeah, he has to come down here now. How can he get? Not very far. I think he needs to
You can
move
do that. I suppose yeah, that
zombie
makes sense.
bit.
Sacred Tenant will have to move down into cover in that then.
I would done
Ooh.
diagonal.
I'd have done diagonal there, because
stood-
that's a
Yeah,
easy dodge square there.
yeah. He's
3,
got
4,
a 3+ out.
6.
But
Yeah. That makes things a little bit more stable.
Aiden's what is Aiden going to take a 1D there? He's got wrestling on that ball.
That's there.
Sorry, Will. He's got wrestle on the Whitaker, hasn't he? He's marking up.
So I mean, no Brexit could, because there's not much more Will can do now. I'm just thinking, no Brexit can hit the Equistone. That will free up safe NHS.
He's got a couple of choices with that call, the Whitaker. He's either got the 1D on Windrush Remain, or he dodges away, and he's left.
Elected to tie it up. It's not a silly choice, to be honest. That's
No.
Oh, is that all? That's a lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt. Yeah.
Doesn't get an injury on it though.
But you rarely do, considering it's Mighty Blow, you rarely get an injury on them, do you? They're
This is
rubbish,
true.
guys. Double one on it. But let's see. So is he going to mark up attack of the Colin Baker with no Brexit? He's got to really.
Potentially even blitzing. Blitzes, that's a hit there. No, that's not a hit because Troughton is guard.
Yeah, he's wedged the guard golem in there, so affordable houses going to have trouble getting out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Properly tucked can cause a few problems. I think Aiden could be relying on a dodge here.
Throwing on the other wolf to try and halt the pickup, but I don't see him covering the ball particularly easily.
No, there's not a lot of return on this.
No. Because then, the Capaldi can just get up, attempt the pickup again. He's got 4 rerolls.
Yeah, he's not used one yet. Difficult. I don't think I would have pulled the trigger on the wizard that early.
Yeah, it's like we were saying earlier, the threat of it can do a lot.
I'm struggling to see
what GFI to that.
He's rolling. Yeah, he's rolling so many dice now. It's difficult to see. I do, because I wouldn't have done it. But if he's not going to go for it again, I was going to say, I think that would have been the obvious blip.
Yeah.
Is he going to bring this guy back to pick the ball up?
Oh. He's okay, folks.
Yeah.
And then move to cover the Capaldi.
Is he going to pick the ball?
It'd be 2 GFIs to do it. I suppose he's got the rerolls.
Well, it's no good because he'd end up standing next to the werewolf anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I just can't see. What's that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a
Another arm
big
break.
hit. He's certainly getting the luck with the arm there. Yes, a block that's not really going to help him. It's not anywhere, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.
Hasn't freed any pieces up.
Why would you do that before standing up properly taxed? I think he had to have. Properly taxed isn't going anywhere. He's not dodging. He's not blitzing. He's not moving. So you have to stand it up. Because if that had gone wrong, you got the Troughton with an easy block onto affordable housing.
And there we go. Failed dodge. Rerolls getting used.
Don't do that. Oh my God, no.
And a stun from
Oh,
it.
that was silly.
I mean,
silly.
kudos to Will there because his positioning is forcing Aiden to make some risky choices.
Yeah,
I don't entirely agree with them, but
I think he was forced to make the choices because he used the wizard, and then he was forced to scramble to do the cover. Now all he needs to do is knock that beast man away, and then Curse of the Purple's got a blitz. It's only 1 dice at the moment, but he's got a blitz on the Chaos Warrior to free the ball up.
Mm-hmm.
Will could conceivably reconsolidate, and the threat of the wizard's gone now.
Yeah.
You know, the chainsaw's gone, the wizard's gone. We're in turn 6, I think. He's not worried about a lot. That was a good dodge. I think he's going to.
So the blitz is coming
blitz
against
Wolf.
funded public services. Down he goes.
Yeah, got him. Didn't get through the armor.
I think I would have put him on the ghoul there just to have him marked. Because he's not going to go for the pickup here.
No. It's good. He's got nowhere to go. I'm wondering. He's going down. He's not going to stand in next to the Chaos Warrior. He's
No,
just going to mark the
just
ball.
going to mark that
This
ball.
all comes down to...
I wouldn't be surprised if
down to
we see
Planet
Planet the Hartnell dodging out, to be honest.
I think that's what's going to happen as well, but Will's playing it right. He's going to be the last thing he does.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see the Whittaker dodge just yet. I think the Hartnell was the more important dodge for him to do, so I think that will happen first. And if that comes off, Whittaker will dodge.
That's why I think I would have dodged Whittaker last turn, or when we were discussing it then, rather than leaving him pinned to Windrush's Remain, just to try to get him free so that he could do more than he can do now. He'd been in a much better position.
Oh, he's gone with the...
Okay. He's gone with the white.
Gets away with it, the reroll though.
Yeah, but now he's got no no
reroll to this, so he's just going to do the hits.
He's just going for the block. Which gets him nowhere.
All the pushes. Interesting that he leaves the Whittaker.
Again, realistically, Aiden's in such a position again.
I mean, to be fair though, this is Will's drive. Aiden doesn't have to score, he just needs to stop.
Aiden doesn't have to score. Yeah, exactly.
Because now he can cover the ball as well with funded public services. And do you know what? I think I would try and surf the goal.
He's hitting that baby werewolf first.
Oh, yes.
Well, if he wants... Yeah, I mean, he could just bring funded public services down to cover it again. You're right. I mean, it's one die on the ghoul.
So one die and then blitz 2 die to get him off the pitch.
And then a 2 die blitz. Looking at the position he's in now, I think I'd take that.
Why is it based?
I think Will's struggling to get anything on the ball now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still got, what are they, the Davison and Planet of the Hartnell. One of those is going to be free next turn. But he's clearly not going for the serve. He's going to feed the ball up.
Went for the pick-up. Reroll, makes it.
And failed.
That's going to be so hard for Will to get.
Oh, you're
now.
slightly ahead of me.
What's he going to do here?
I think he just needs to consolidate and hold the ball for 2 turns.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. That's what Aiden's going to do. He's going to run behind his own lines.
Yeah.
Wrestle brings him down. Well, that's a bit of a turn up. Aiden's going to be very happy with that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way this was shaping up after sort of 4 or 5 turns, he would have taken this every day of the week.
Absolutely.
Just see whether or not Will can get in there. I don't think he can.
You know, I'd be tempted to... There's 2 turns left. Can he try... There's no open blitz on the ball carrier as yet. Going forward for Aiden is pretty much an almost impossible situation. So use the Davidson to clear off the Planet the Hartnell, and then you've got a blitz from him.
Good hit. Good
Lovely,
KO.
Lovely crotch thrust. We love it.
He's liking that. Now, what's his movement? Movement's quite enough.
He could try and blitz affordable housing.
No, he's not. I think he needs to bring him back to cover something.
Oh, actually, you know what? He could blitz funded public services, because that's going to clear up the ghoul and the Capaldi. Because then you can get 3 pieces marking no Brexit.
What did the Sacred Tenant do then? Why is he not marking no austerity?
Did he just stand? He was behind the Capaldi, and obviously only 1 square of movement after getting up.
I might have risked the GFI to put him onto the no austerity, if I'm honest. And All out
I
right there.
wouldn't have put Capaldi there. That affordable
No.
housing underneath is...
No. Good stun.
Then we've got the big hit from the
2
trout
dice
coming
on.
in.
Yeah. And another pow. No armor break. Got to mark up no austerity with somebody, and the only person that's left is the Capaldi.
Yeah. And really, you'd want the Capaldi marking the ball carrier because Blodge... he hasn't even moved
Okay.
in.
Why did he do that?
Actually, I suppose where he is right
I'm-
now, he can't get a Beastman blitz through, but you wouldn't. There's the Davidson sitting in the back ready to cover it in that eventuality.
Exactly. And in 2 turns, I don't think Aiden's quite got the movement.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
As
he
we
hasn't
said,
got-
he's
he
not
hasn't
looking to
got-
score anyway.
No. So it's pointless leaving that there.
Gets the POW, and
Just-
this will be a block with the ball carrier.
Yeah.
Dodges away, but that's
It's a
not
dodge.
a problem for Aiden. He just wants him moved away.
No. Yeah. He's not going to follow if we just stay where he is.
Yeah.
That's nice. He's happy
You
with
know
that.
what? I have just
That's
noticed though, the Davidson from where he is, at full movement, can put himself so he is marking all 3 of those chaos pieces around the ball and providing that lovely
Where's that?
guard.
See the white at the top?
Yeah.
Yep, you could wedge him in there.
And then you've got your, it'd be a 1 die from
Whereas you
the
want more
Capaldi,
guard then.
but 1 die and a
Trout
1
was
die
stuck.
when you've got block and they haven't.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
Indeed.
But I don't think he's got anyone in scoring range. The Whittaker, but there's some hard dodges to be made there.
Yeah. 4 up, 3 up. Not bad. Whether you want to take the risk. Not sure I would with a ghoul. Let's see. Because he can't. But the Eccleston's not going anywhere. He's basically out of the action now. That not doing anything. So he's not got guard.
That will cancel the assist from public funded services. That puts the extra. So he's
Doesn't-
pushing him that
doesn't give you-
way.
Doesn't give you the additional. You need.
So yes, that's 1 die into a
Think,
1 die into an
yeah.
uphill actually.
Well, it's turn 8. I think he has to take a 1 dice with the Trout and on the Chaos Warrior.
Yeah.
On stale NHS. I think you've got 3 rerolls you might need to use on, but you need to take that 1 die to clear that. That gives you 2 dice then with the werewolf.
Mhm.
And if the Chaos Warrior goes down, and in fact the Trouton's got guard, so it'll be ideal. It's 2 into 2.
Yeah, just putting that guard piece next to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that has to, I know people don't like the 1 dice, but there comes a time, and this is the time. I think turn 8.
Yeah.
If you
To
want
get
to
the
score
ball,
now,
1 die into a 1 die. You've got block. Your target hasn't.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You run those
You
odds.
take
He's
it.
sitting on a bunch of rerolls.
Yeah. Because even a push isn't going to hurt him. He just needs to get into position
Yeah.
to be able to support that second block. So he's just looking to dodge the 1.
Mhm.
That's all it is. What you do after that, of course, is
Hey, what would I
Not
do?
matter.
If he gets the ball down and away, I would probably make the Whittaker dodges, put it on the touchline, and then someone's got to try and pick it up and throw it. And your options there is probably just attack of the Colin Baker.
I certainly wouldn't have done that.
Nope.
What
That's
that's insane.
that was his blitz.
Why?
It goes down there. Well, I'll bludgeon
Okay,
B. He's got it covered, which means that's a 2 die from the
But
attack of
even-
Colin Baker. 1, 2, 3, 4.
With no block, that was risky.
That was very fucking risky. But
He can't
after
pick it
doing
up,
that, he had
really.
to do it. His only pickup option is the Capaldi, so he's got to hope for
Yeah, but
the Whittaker's dodge and
That's a-
Capaldi
that's-
pick up and then
that's
pass.
another dodge. That's another dodge with Capaldi, because the Beastman, the London Public Services is still there. Unless he comes all the way around
Unless
the
he goes
back.
all the way around,
1,
which is
2,
all of his
3,
movement.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's everything.
And he's doing it now. So he's going for a pass in
So
to the catch in the tackle zones, which...
now what? He's out of turns.
And that's what... How many squares is that? 8, which just fits into a long...
I think it's short, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. It's a short.
Oh, from where he is now, it's short, yeah. But, and
He's fumbled it anyway.
recatches, which is always funny.
It's frustrating because he didn't need to do it that way.
No.
That dodge there was.
And to be fair, actually, with the Capaldi having dodge,
painful.
I'd have made that extra dodge to give myself those few extra squares of movement.
I think if you were going to do the dodge, yeah, you'd have dodged onto the ball.
Yeah. And I'd have dodged the Whittaker out first.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you had to. Well, he was getting surfed if you did, but
Yeah, this is true.
I think you had to have the scoring threat there and ready.
Drop kick.
The way that he chose to do it was, I think, just adding to the complexity.
But I suppose that's that. Oh, Jesus, there's loads in the chat and I didn't notice.
I can't see the chat, so I'm reliant on you. I'm just watching the game.
Oh, it's mainly Tim and Dave. Oh, we got Robin here as well. I mean, yeah, Aiden's just going to try and put the hurt.
Yeah, of course he is. He's just throwing blocks now. I mean, he's got a reroll left, so I think he's used his blitz. That's probably the end.
Blitz. Affordable Housing could stand up and attempt to foul if he really wanted to be spiteful.
That's the one.
Oh,
that's always going to happen. Classic 1D block.
Yep. But there we go. That's a successful defence for Aiden. Solidly done.
It was. Let's see who wakes up. And nope, Beastman stays out, and the white wakes up. Oh, unfortunately, I
that's
think
unfortunate.
That's
for
Aiden
Aiden.
down then.
Going to be going up
And
against
Aiden also lost
look at the
2 to
numbers.
Sweltering Heat. Ooh, and the Undead have lost 3.
Holy crap!
Davison's out. The Davison's out along with 2 zombies by the look of it. Sacred
who's
Tenant
gone?
and the Davison are both out.
And we've got no Brexit
He's-
and no austerity.
Oh, a beast man and a warrior. So he's
Is
down
that
to
two?
he's down to
Two
two
warriors.
warriors. Yeah. So he's 1, 2, 3. He's 4 down.
3, 6,
They both
8.
appear to be four down.
So
I'm ignoring
the
start
Necros
there for a
8
minute.
are going to be playing the Chaos 7.
Yeah, that's difficult for Aiden now.
This
I
guy.
know he's on the offense, but
But when you're down
Both
on the
those.
skills and
oh yeah,
he's not outweighing on strength anymore.
he's got to be happy to see the Davison taking a rest in the sun, though, hasn't
Oh
he?
yeah, that's
That mighty blow the mighty blow guard is out.
but Mighty Bow Claw is still sitting there ready to go.
Oh yeah, but I think you just take the small
You
verses,
got
don't you?
the little victories. So what would you do if you were Aiden here? Are you going to just try and screen down one flank and push as hard as you can?
Yes. Basically, it's tough to run down the flanks because of the frenzy. I think
Mm-hmm.
you've got to be wary. You've got to be wary of the surf. Don't have the men on the pitch be able to screen properly. You've got to put 3 on the line. He's only leaving 4 players free.
Yeah.
One of those is picking the ball up.
Because he can't grind through this.
No. It depends what Aiden wants to do. Don't think he can hold out for 8 turns for a draw.
Is he putting...
But if Will's not putting the flesh gun, good.
I was going to say,
Will's not putting the flesh guns on the line. Life's a lot easier.
putting a ghoul on there instead is a... being an undead coach, that feels innately wrong.
Yeah. Just put the Garda in the middle as well, so you're not getting anything more than dice. But
I mean, you know what? I'd be half tempted to just leave that LOS well enough alone.
I think you're right. I mean, I think I would. He's got
flesh
3 on the
golems are
line
not
there.
particularly fast.
If you look at the 3 that are together, property taxed and the other 2 beastmen, leave them where they are. That's your LOS. I'll drop the other 2 back. Don't leave that beastman in base contact with the flesh golem. You're not gaining anything from it. You can't get a hit on him.
You know what? I'd
You might as
actually
well free those 2 players up straight away.
Yeah, completely. I would probably swap Island Stable for the loner.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, I'd put my loner on the line. Definitely. He's good. He's put property tax there, so now you're getting 2 die on the zombie.
Yep.
I don't know why he's chosen to split it like that. I'd put, like you say, if you put the loner
You know what?
next
I think
to
the threat is
property tax.
that because the werewolves can cover so much ground, if this kick goes sideways, he's going to be struggling to cover and pick up. Whilst not only
but you only
you've got
need 3
2 ghouls as well. I mean,
You
yes,
need
you
3
only
on the
need
other
3
way. And I know that you're trying to protect against the blitz, but if you've only got 1 person in base contact, 2 players that you've got free, now he's only got the 1.
And there's the blitz.
There you go. Maybe, but that flesh golem can still run straight up the middle, punch funded public services in the face, and then your werewolves, your ghoul, and your white are all over that ball. All that hard work from the first half's gone.
Yeah.
I hate blitz. I hate it at the kickoff event.
Only gets the push, but that's all he needed there. He just wants to take it away from the ball, covering those Chaos Warriors away from it.
I would have re-rolled it. I'm greedy. I'd move diagonally now and stand in front of him. Yeah. No, the bits. It's that. I think it's that playing the game thing where you work. I think Aiden worked hard first half. He played really well. He was losing men to attrition. Obviously, he's down on TV, so he's played as well as anybody could have expected him to have played, really. And to go in at 0-0 at the half, you've got to be happy with that. And then you think, right, it's my turn. I'm receiving the ball. My turn to be on the front foot. My turn to take the initiative. And then because somebody rolls a 10, that gets taken away from you. Hate it.
I hate it when it's not happening to me. If I get a blitz, I'm like. And actually, Will's gone so far as to actually base Safe NHS with Attack of the Colin Baker there.
Yeah, but that's his baby goal. I don't think he cares if he loses that. It's the Whittaker I think he's probably more worried about.
Yeah.
And with no lock on the Chaos Warrior, it's unlikely he's going to take both down.
Didn't expect to see that dodge happening there. I thought he would have moved Planet the Hartnell into that first. Because the blitz has already been used. He's got to come up and just be covering there, surely.
Of course. Ball's not necessarily going to be there.
So yeah, I would have taken the Hartnell down the middle and had him next to the Tom Baker.
I would have done as well. I would have put him, as you say, to our left of the Tom Baker.
Because yeah, that's covering the ball even harder.
Yeah.
So 2 die on the Baker. Takes him down. Ball is cleared. Oh, now he's just got to pick up and go, because actually now the only thing really you're going to have to go. Aiden's got to go on the left flank. He's going to take down the ghoul or push it away, and that's his out.
I think the gamble's paid off. So Colin Baker's alive. Properly taxed is tied up on a zombie. Nobody cares what happens to that zombie.
Everything else is just standing and holding.
Exactly. Flesh Golem. The thing is that they're either throwing blocks or they're dodging. They're not making progress. So when he gets this ball, where does he go? He doesn't get the ball.
Okay, reroll is going to be used.
And it's
Ah,
I guess
gone
that
right to the feet of the Trouton as well.
life's easy when you don't have to make a decision.
Yeah.
Because the dice take it away from you.
I mean, I definitely would have hit Aiden's left there if I was Aiden and got that ball.
Yeah. But even then, I still don't know where he would have gone. There's so much. Because you've got Curse of the Pertwee, he's got 2 dice on the Loner, and then you've got 8 movement on Planet of the Hartnell. He could easily get over to the left-hand side.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think anywhere was safe, to be honest. The blitz really, really screwed Aiden over there.
Oh, completely. His only real hope was just to get there, keep everything tied up as best he can, and run and hope that the Hartnell can't double 1D him.
Yep.
Because then you can get your 2 die with the blitz to get away from him. It's 2 dice to a 1 die.
Not sure what he does. I don't think you can't get 2 dice on the guy marking the ball. That's the thing now. But he can with
the way he can
bit of a risky
is if
dodge.
he dodges out with the Whittaker.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he wants to roll dice, he can, but he can't get an easy.
I would be tempted to do that actually, because that's a 3+ with the dodge reroll. Getting into position. Planet of the Heart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a GFI for the second part, but.
Do you know what? The Capaldi's got block. I would have. Oh,
he's going that way.
Okay.
Oh, he's trying to bring the Pertwee in. Because that's another piece on the ball. Pertwee can come in.
Oh, yeah. So I think I would have been inclined personally. I think I might have taken the 2 dice on the Capaldi against Island Stable. I know it's a 1 dice if you only get the push, but I would have taken it. And
that both down saves me asking the question of where would you push him onto the ball and scatter it? I don't think I would if I was Will.
I would have done it before he moved the Trouton in. I think I would have taken 2 dice on him. If I could have gotten a push, I would have taken the push into the 1 die.
Yep.
Just to try to get him out of the way. There's always, if you knock him down, you could have got the Capaldi to give the assist, but let's be honest, it's looking pretty strong for Will now.
Oh yeah.
You know, Aiden's got a beast man on the floor who's probably going to be his blitz now. He's not getting much else. He's got to blitz the wall from
Planet of the Hartnell there, isn't he?
Scatter.
Oh, that's the Loner as well, though. But he gets.
It's all right. He's done it.
Gets it
onto the ball. He's looking for a decent scatter now, and he doesn't get it.
It's actually caught.
Because there you go.
Jesus wept.
Who needs to pick the ball up when you've got a flesh golem ready and waiting to catch it?
This is the amazing flesh golem as well. He's going to fucking score now. I don't think I've ever seen a flesh golem score.
I think we might do soon. Oh, he's not far. Oh, 11 points away as well. So 3 will go down well.
Oh.
And now what? And now realistically, what do you do? He doesn't have another blitz.
Yeah, everything else is going to be a dodge roll or a risky block.
Oh, that was a good power though.
Lovely.
Yeah, there you go.
Only a stun.
Only a stun. But freeze him up.
Yep.
But I think whatever happens here,
I mean,
they're going to be too far away from him.
He's close enough to get the 2 die blitz on the Trouton.
That was a good pow. Again,
that stun was pretty vital for that. Oh, actually, that. Yeah. Oh no, because property attacks will be marked by that zombie.
That was a good
gets the dodge, gets the GFI, making the plays. Well, I've got to give this to Aiden. He doesn't get flustered. He still sees what he needs to do. Because, I mean, I'd be on full tilt at this point. I've had a blitz against me, my drive's been scuppered, the fucking flesh golem has caught the ball. But Aiden's put him in the right place here.
Yeah.
as I say, he has got a 2-die against the loner with Curse of the Pertwee. But even then, he's got a 2-die blitz from Planet the Hartnell onto either of the goats. I'll probably take on funded public services so you can get 2-die, 2-die. And then you've got a 2-die from the Troughton to clear things up. But that only does it for a minute whilst Safe NHS is eyeing up coming in.
Yeah, there's not. They're both so down on men. The heat's really, really biting now.
3 going down from
there's
the
just
net.
nobody trying to do
Balance
anything.
the table.
That's a big stun as well, though.
Yeah. I mean, potentially, you could go with just standing up the Planet the Hartnell and handing off to him.
Well, who's that there? Tom Baker. So, I'm not even sure Will needs to do anything. I mean, who's the Troughton's got block? It's got guard.
Block, guard, stand firm.
You're getting 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you risk it? I mean, if you wanted, you could, yeah. Okay. Because these beastmen at the bottom, what we've got affordable housing and Windrush Remain. They're done now. Don't forget. Tom Baker's got guard, so no one's getting 2 dice anywhere, or even 1 dice anywhere there. That zombie's still tying up property tax. Safe NHS is still quite a long way away.
He's mulling over this blitz, but I think he's kind of committed to it now by putting that assist there that would cancel Safe NHS's.
I think he's got to blitz with a wolf. Yeah, that's what I would have done. So both down, take it. Unfortunately, there's no armor break. You really need the armor break there.
Yeah.
But just leave the wolf there and take a straight up block. You don't need to do anything stupid. Yeah, take him down.
Get some armor break on that. Nice.
Huge. So now even if Safe NHS comes in, he's
uphilling.
It's 2 dice against. Yeah. And nobody else can do anything.
No. There's enough pieces now to clear off the Troughton and he can just amble down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that was really clever by Will. Really patient. You don't need to do anything. I think people look at that and think, I need to dodge, I need to blitz, I need to get away. And there are times sometimes where you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Just take your hits.
So they're forcing Aiden to make these dodges.
Yeah. Even if he makes the dodge, it's only 1 dice against a guy with... Oh, he wasn't blitzing.
That makes it into a 1-die from the Chaos Warrior.
Yeah.
I mean, he's used the reroll though, and that's not a blitz. So what's he doing?
It's not a blitz.
He's doing dodge blitz, and he fucking gets it.
Dodge there. For 2 die. Do you know what, he's
You can't fault it if it works.
He's a lucker there. you can't fault those dice, can you? Fuck me.
Smart play not to use stand firm there, I think. Gets the dodge there.
Yeah. Let's just roll the dice.
Yep.
Is it going to help him? So Baker can easily mark both of those beastmen.
Yep.
With guard.
I was just looking at that, and then
No problem.
probably the blitz would be coming from the... No, actually, I wouldn't blitz with the Capaldi. Stand the Troughton up.
Right.
Oh no, 1, 2, 3.
And then
4,
I tell you what,
6,
if you move Pertwee 1 step next to the ghoul, who's hitting that? Right. Okay, move Pertwee 1 step next to the ghoul, and then you hit with the ghoul onto the Chaos Warrior with the 2 assists because you've got the guard from Pertwee and the assist from. So you've got the guard from Troughton and the assist from Pertwee. Yeah, don't stand firm. Even if you don't push him onto the ball, you can push him into the gap, and he gets to block one of the beastmen away, and then you can blitz with your werewolf to blitz the other beastmen away.
I also would have stood up Colin Baker.
Yeah, I would have. And
the
white,
bring him down there.
bring him in, and then, or if you want to pick up, you could blitz with the white, and pick up with the werewolf, and just run away. Got to do that now. So it's the blitz with the ghoul onto the Chaos Warrior, move Troughton into the space. He blocks one, the white blocks the other. Werewolf should be able to come and get the ball. But he's not doing that. Okay.
Okay, he's looking to separate this. That's a blitz going to be coming down on Windrusher's Remain. Pushing him up to get tied up in... Oh no, he's got both down. Oh, huge KO.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Big.
huge. Yeah, he's just biding time now at this point. He's blocking for fun because he knows that Aiden's not likely to get the ball out of this. Because it's going to be... There is nothing there. What's that? 4, 5...
The numbers are on his side.
6. Yeah, would take
He's got
endless
6s.
6s.
6. Oh, yeah. In which case, why do that?
Why do... Yeah, that was...
Just take the block. You've got a wrestle goal for a reason. Again, you're only dodging the one.
If it goes wrong,
Aiden
you
could have had every
cuddle him down, it's fine.
Yeah, I honestly don't get that at all.
I'd stand firm in this situation, though. You're
Oh,
dominating,
yeah,
keeping everything that side.
And that's a push. And that's it. What's Aiden going to do now? 1D.
You know what? I'd use my
1D
GFIs
purge.
there. Yep, GFIs with the loner for this blitz on Hartnell. Try and scatter the ball somewhere useful. But, yep. Bloody hell, he makes a loner.
Out. Yep.
Scatter is coming. There.
Yeah.
I mean, if
That's
that had
fine.
gone behind the Chaos line, that would have been horrific for Will.
Going to dodge out.
Island Stable's going to try it. Yeah, we
Yeah,
go.
he's dodging somebody.
Oh, and
There
he's
you
got
go.
it. Scarpa, goatee
That's
man,
just sick.
Scarpa.
That's just sick.
Oh, and the GFI. Both of them,
Again.
with no reroll. Playing by the seat of his pants here.
What's he done there? Has he rolled? He's gold both down. Rather than take it, he rerolled it.
Mhm.
Made the 4+. Got double pow.
What's happening now?
5+ on the pickup. 4+ on the dodge. 5+ on the pickup. 2 GFIs.
He's had a good showing of his dice.
Oh yeah.
Right, so that's the Trouton now getting the guard onto Island Stable. So that'll be a block coming from the Capaldi and then a blitz coming from... No, sorry, not the... Which one's Capaldi? And then a blitz coming from the planet, the Hartnell.
Capaldi's just blocked. He's got to...
He's got to clear off
Can't use
affordable
purple.
housing.
Can't.
Or is he just going to dodge it?
Why are you
Just try to
dodging?
dodge.
Why are you... I think he's seen Aiden do it. He's seen Aiden make the dodges, so he's rolling the dice.
I wouldn't.
He's-
You had
he's got away
two
with
blocks
He's
against
got away with that there.
affordable
Yeah,
housing
Absolutely. Oh, I agree.
to clear it.
I agree.
That's not a great scatter for Will
No.
either.
You can hit...
Hit affordable
Warrior, but
housing.
he's got-
Free up your goal.
Why have you hit him?
Free up your goal.
Hit
Why
the Chaos
throw it?
Warrior.
I would have done the same there. To free up the Whittaker
Why?
Come
Oh,
up.
man.
because you've got 4.
Oh,
You've got 2 die.
because he had...
Oh, actually, no, because
He
he's
had a
there.
guard assist. He had 2 dice on the Chaos Warrior, and he could have shoved him out of the way, and the ball.
And
Then
the
he's
ball
got
was
2
relatively
dodge
safe,
balls
you're
free
right.
to pick it up.
You are
That was
absolutely
just-
right.
He's done nothing there. I mean, again, I suppose he's not in any rush. It's only turn 12 for him. Got a while to wait. And he's
What's he
getting
doing now?
he's getting players around the ball. But I mean, we've seen Aiden's prepared to roll the dice.
Yes.
You know, who can blame him in this situation? I would as well. So it's not safe. Okay.
I-
Still, yeah.
That's a 1 die.
I know it's 1 dice. So it's like, why would you do it? Don't give him dice to roll.
Yeah.
All you had to do was cover the ball.
Just make it harder for him. Make him roll those dice. He's used up all his rerolls now. Let him cock
Yep.
up and take advantage.
Exactly.
Do you think people who coach Necro kind of, because the werewolves are so good and so valuable, you protect them so very hard? Oh, that would have been a lovely directional blitz. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because that would have pushed him diagonally in front of the Troughton, so it wouldn't have been the right place for him. I was thinking he was trying to push and get the scatter. Oh no, actually, he could still have chosen that. I would have taken him.
Yeah, he could have done.
But do you think Necro
Sorry,
coaches see kind of, because obviously as an undead coach, for me, ghouls are precious things to be protected and cherished always. Do you think maybe werewolves being so good kind of makes a Necro coach forget about their vulnerability a little bit, or value them less?
I don't know. I mean, to a degree, I played undead a little bit, not very well, but I played it a little bit, and I don't value. I mean, they're valuable in the sense that they've got the agility and they've got the speed, but I'll happily throw them into a situation if they need to go there. I think possibly right. The werewolves are much better than the ghouls.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, do they need to be
as
the protected as hard?
Looking after.
Because the werewolves, especially in this situation, both werewolves have got block. One of them's got dodge. They both naturally have regen, which the ghouls don't have. Ooh. Claw mighty blow. Just a badly hurt.
Which he didn't need. He rolled a 9 on the
That got
armor.
him his fucking level as well.
10 on the injury, yeah. I think you're right at this stage because, one's block dodge and one's block. Yeah, they can almost look after themselves, but you're always scared of losing. There's so much TV invested in them. You're always scared of losing them. And then I think you're right. The ghouls become much more
expendable,
much more important to the team. Maybe more expendable, but also I still think they have an important role to play.
I suppose actually it kind of works conversely as well, that your opponent sees lovely stun. That's
big stun.
Pretty much nail in the coffin there, I think.
Yeah, that's done now. You can just stall that out for 3 turns.
Yeah.
You've got 3 stuns.
You know what? I'd take this one die block from the Whittaker. You got wrestle.
I'd move the flesh column up and take a 2-die block.
That's a very decent shout, yeah. Those 2 pieces next to you are stunned.
There's two stunned players. I'm doing nothing.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But like where those massive targets and massive threats in the line of the werewolves, you kind of maybe slightly forget about the ghouls, about the threat they are. Because if you're playing me, you're like, okay, what are the ghouls doing constantly? Where's he going with them? Because they're the pieces that are going to try the pickup. They're the scoring threat.
I think you're right, but I also think it depends on the team that you're coaching. So if you're coaching undead, you're looking at those werewolves thinking, I don't want them near my mummies. I don't want them near my whites. I think your attention's definitely diverted by them. If you're playing an armor 7 team, less so, because it's claw going to do nothing.
Yeah.
You're concerned about the frenzy, but other than that early doors, you're not really worried about a lot. But I think for a high armor team, they're such a huge threat that you tend to focus in on them. And I've done it myself. I'm sure other people have. You start to zero in on them, don't you? And you want to hit them, and they become your blitz target, your block target. You do everything you can to try and take the walls down, and that's when the ghouls become important. Is when you see your opponent focusing on the werewolves and ignoring everything else, then those ghouls with their movement 7 and the dodge, they become the key part of the team for you.
I don't think we'll need to do anything else now. All that positioning is pretty solid.
Yeah, nothing's. I think Aiden's been very unfortunate here.
It's been a hard Aiden drive.
It was always going to be hard for him. It was always going to be hard from the beginning. I think we said right at the start he was the TV underdog, got no skills on his team, so it was a difficult matchup. However, sweltering heat kicking in straight away and no change of weather coming out really was a kicker. I mean, that screwed him. The blitz on his kickoff screwed him.
Because there was a lot
going on there. Oh yeah, his first half was superb. Playing men down, his repositioning, the way that he was hitting. I mean, I think both of them Aiden maybe more so was a little bit lucky maybe on some of the armour and
Mhm.
injury rolls. He doesn't have any mighty blow, whereas obviously Will does, so you'd expect to see the injuries on his
Yeah.
side. But you can't fault Aiden's play. It was superb. The blitz coming on the back of losing 3 players to sweltering heat
Yeah.
was just,
Oh,
you know,
such
it's
a
difficult to
kick
see him
in the
coming
car.
back. Yeah, absolutely. So hard. And like I say, when you've played so well, I think sometimes
I
you
mean,
need
I
to
think Aiden would
come
have
out of
been
the game.
happy if he had got that and it
That's
hadn't been the
good.
blitz situation. And it's like, okay, maybe I don't make this score here, but you know what? I come away with the draw, and that's good enough. I'd have been happy with the draw. And now he's got to try and drive again, and it looks a lot.
There's no players out. He's only got 1 turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, but sometimes I think, you know, Aiden's. I'm going to put a flag in the sand. Aiden's lost the game. I can't see him 1 turn in. It's just not going to happen. But I think he has to look at the way that he's played and understand that he's played really well.
Oh God, yes.
You can't. There's nothing he can do about those kickoff events and about the weather, about those particular dice rolls that have basically cost him the game. Because I think his first half performance was outstanding.
Oh, it was incredible.
And you know, when you're that many men down and then things start to go against you, it starts to snowball. And I think that's what we saw. You know, the Necro was suddenly getting more blocks, more hits. The more you hit, the more chance to break armor, and you know, and Aiden. Although we say it's only a stun, that's a player out for 2 turns.
Exactly. And when you are low on players, you feel the loss of that so much more keenly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And when you're seeking to reposition and you're looking, because he was only a man down really at the beginning of that second half. If we go back to that, but you take a couple of stuns out of the equation, and suddenly there's a few more down, and it just became really difficult.
So
I think
I'm just
he can't be
looking
unhappy.
here. Where is there? I'm just looking because I'm assuming we're going to see funded public services do the pick up and try a vanity pass to try and get a level. And then,
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's what he needs to do now. Is if he's got somebody who can get a level and get it, and the sooner he starts to get skills on,
it's a high kick, so in theory he's caught. He's gone with.
Why again?
Gone with
He's got no
Russian
SVP.
Domain.
Why are you picking up with him? Why are you doing that?
Could have had a level there, mate.
Yeah,
I'd have
exactly.
taken that. And yeah, I mean, I would have done these bashes. I've got no reroll, so do the bashes because they're more likely to not turn you over. Do your pass, and
I don't think it matters at this
depending
stage.
on how pissed off you're feeling, get that turn 16 foul in.
We'll set up not to get punched in the face. If he's got the ball, try the pass.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, blitzing there, are you really going for a casualty to get your level when you had a 3 at pass? Yeah.
Well, actually, Will has got a turn now, but I mean, I would just click through it.
Will's got a turn, yeah. I
He's
mean, that was a great pass, but yeah, exactly. And that could have been a player now with a level for next game. As it is, he's got a player with 1 SPP.
I mean, yeah, there is the chance that player picks up the MVP. But
If he picks up the
I would go
MVP,
for that guaranteed level. That would be
I've
a
been-
block go or a sure hands go,
Oh yeah.
and that would start the team rolling
Exactly.
for me.
I mean, I've been playing a little bit on Fumble recently, and they've adopted the tabletop rule. So for MVP, you get to pick 3 players, and it's randomised between those 3. So
Okay.
I mean, maybe in that case, you'd take the risk and you'd drop that player in. You've got a 1 in 3 chance. It's better than the 1 in 12 that he's currently looking at to pick up MVP on him. When he had had the pass succeeded, he's got a guaranteed skill up over there on public services.
Yeah, I suppose that's it,
maybe he
because
was
I assume the
bit
nomination
upset.
of MVP is at the end of the match. So yeah, if you get that guaranteed, you can throw it on someone else. I mean, you want to be probably putting it on a warrior every match if you can.
Oh god, yeah. And that's why, I mean, I think on Fumble now you see some insane teams because of the way that the MVP system's working. You can just throw really good players into the mix every single turn. Or every single game. At the end of every single game, they're all good.
And there's the match. Well, I think Aiden played fantastically. I can't fault his defence.
No, he played really well. And you're looking, what's that? 8 armor breaks against 10.
And the loner picks up his MVP. Now That
No,
is
see, well, there you go. That's the
insult.
kick in the teeth. I think if he
Absolute
looks at
insult.
it again, I think he may have to admit that maybe not doing that pass with the player on 5 SPP was a mistake. But
Well, I'm making no complaints because I'm hoping that still means no levels by the time he reaches me. Curse of the Pertwee
Will's loving
picks
it
up his.
yeah, Pertwee's picked up 5.
Yeah, he
so
just
that's
needs to
looking
get
good.
an injury somewhere and... Oh, actually no, because they're not mummies. They don't come with the Mighty Blow standard.
No, they don't.
I mean, actually, looking at the stats there, Aiden Core, that's 8 armour breaks, which is damn good when you're considering there's no Mighty Blow.
He's got no
claw.
Exactly, he's got no kill skills. No kill skills at all.
As opposed to the Necro's 10, which you'd expect to see with the amount of claw and Mighty Blow.
Yeah. What's interesting there is when you it was 1-0, 0-0 at the half, and we both said how well Aiden had played. He only had 18% possession of the ball for the entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a fantastic job of keeping Will out of the end zone.
Just pitch controlling and
Yeah. And he only Aiden only caused 1 KO and 1 injury, whereas he took 2 KOs and 2 injuries himself. So he was always, and going back to that sweltering heat result, he's always down on players. He did superb.
Let's look at the...
Look
Actually,
at
looking at Aiden's
28
dice...
ones.
So this is 15
28
sixes.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, he was fighting the
Well,
dice.
to be fair, if you look at Carrion Screaming, that was 23 ones against 19 6.
See, it wasn't a great dice game, was it?
No, I don't think anybody can say they got
Nobody
diced.
got diced there. I mean, Will rolled 22 skulls to 13 pows. Which means actually
that's not good, is it?
Aiden had the better block dice.
Yeah, 13 to 15. Yeah, it's difficult because it doesn't split them out between 1 die and 2 die, and I think
which is the...
Will's. But
I mean, you can
like
look through the entire list there.
Aiden rolled 30 both downs. He's got no block on his team.
Yeah.
Will rolled 13. So, but then, Aiden rolled 27 stumbles.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of dodge on Will's team, is there? So,
yeah, it is only the one piece who's got dodges. Oh, no, actually, tell a lie, he's got 2 ghouls. So that's 3 pieces.
there's the big bit, though. I mean, if you look at the pushes, Aiden only rolled 34 pushes. Will rolled 62 in total. Yeah, Will rolled 28.
Yeah.
Aiden rolled 34 pushes. I mean, that's... But it didn't seem like a dice, and when we were watching it, did it?
No, not at all.
Barely.
That first
barely
half
even.
was just solid defending, screening off and holding him back, doing what was needed to be done. And then it was the kickoff event that did it. So that puts Aiden in 5th place, joint bottom with Rusty.
Ooh.
And that puts...
Did he buy the loan? Do we know?
I don't know. Let's have a look at the
think I
team. It
might-
should have updated it, so...
I think I might have been tempted to.
Let's see if my internet actually catches up. No, still going. No, he did not take it.
Ooh. I think I'd have been tempted to buy it because it had the SPP on there.
I would have been tempted. Although that said, do you get your cash before? Actually, yeah. Do you get your cash before or after the option to buy?
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's only got 60k in the bank. I don't think he had the money, did he?
Oh, that's
Or even more gutting.
Will is now in joint 3rd. Well, I say joint 3rd, joint 2nd with me and Coach. This is going to be tight in Clown. This is going to be really tight. That's end of week 2 done. So Aiden's going up against Adam and his Norse.
Is he?
Yeah. Rusty's got Coach with his dwarves, and I'm going up against Will. Oh, this is going to be such an interesting league.
We've seen Will. Where's your undead team? There we go. That's a 1770. That's a big
Oh,
team.
they're going to take a big trim. I mean, I've got quite a bit of cash overflowing as
Really?
well. So I mean, well, I'm
Yeah,
losing 160 just by losing Tolkien.
You need to ditch 60k in cash though.
Yeah. Well, what I'm
Just
probably
dump
going to do is dump Tolkien and buy a fresh.
Really?
Oh, I'm just wondering, what's he at? 15, 20, so that brings me to 60. Oh, I could go in at 3, but...
Lodge hand sidestep AG. AV8. Yeah, there's a bit of bloat there, isn't there?
Yeah.
You could sack and buy a new one for, what are they, 70?
70, yeah.
What have your others got?
I've got a Blod Sure Hands, Blod Wrestle Strip
You
Ball.
got a wrestle strip ball. That guard block tackle stand for Mum is nice, isn't it?
Oh, he's lovely. He's a beautiful boy.
Baby Mummy not so good.
Well, he got killed by Aiden.
I was going to say, what happened to the other one?
So we're going through and hoping for a double on this one as well.
Two nice whites though. Mighty blow tackle guard on both.
They do what they need to do really well. I love my guard skeletons as well. 70k for 2 guard pieces.
2 guard skeletons, yeah, that's nice. Stops you fouling with them though.
This is true, but then I've got 2 skillless zombies who do the fouling, because my next, hoping that Brainty gets some experience at some point, just so she can be the dirty player.
She only needs one, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Should be alright. There's quite a few there, you're looking good, aren't you? I mean, like Edgar Allan Ghost only needs 1 to move up a level.
Yep.
And then what would you give him? Probably Polygon, I'd imagine. He's a killer.
He is a killer. I mean, it depends. If you get something like a double, put dodge on him, and then he's a guard piece that you cannot get rid of.
Yeah, but then his might with the mighty blow, I don't know. I'm not. Because of the way it bloats your TV, I might even.
This is true. Actually, you could skip.
Because
they're what, 150k at the moment, aren't they? Each of them.
Maybe take it on 1, yeah. Because the other one's what, 8 SPP away. Your baby mummy's only an MVP away.
Yep.
He's looking pretty good.
Kipling
Kipling should be alright.
Christina Rotsett is away. Edward Fear needs a touchdown.
Yeah,
So
but it'd be
get his
easy to
lock.
feed him all, wouldn't it? Yeah. You got 1 Skelly's only 2 away. That's looking pretty good. I mean, if you come out, Will's obviously very good. We've seen him play. He looks quite good. I think both him and Aiden played well short on men. I think their position is very good, but you've got a good there.
I've got a weight of skills. I've got big, chunky skills.
Yeah. I mean, he's picking up a fair bit in inducements, I think, isn't he? 250 at the moment. Picking 2. Well, he's got a skill up to go on.
Yeah,
I don't think,
250.
but at the moment, it's 250.
Oh, I need to think of a name. Do I? Is it right to sack a player and then rename another player as it, just number 2? I feels like it has to be. What do I come up with?
You can do what I always do, and then just put Junior on the end.
Junior. I like
it works.
Junior. Oh, do I kill it live on the stream? Yeah,
Hartnell level would be interesting to see what his werewolf gets. You've got to be scared about that.
I'm so worried. My precious little mummies.
That's the claw mighty blow guy.
Yeah. And then, literally, what we were saying about is that they become the big target because they're such a threat to me. Because I need those mummies to be able to outstrength him. I know I've got a lot of guard, but
be interesting to see how he skills it. Does he think ahead? Does he think for the future, or does he think for your game? Because
let's
you know what, if it doesn't roll strength, I might be inclined to put Dauntless on.
There he goes. I fired him.
Oh, have you?
Yep, he's gone. Brings me down to 60. I just leave it at that?
Down to 1610.
That's 1610. That actually stops him getting a wizard.
Yeah. You only got 3 goals though.
But I've only recently bought the 4th ghoul though. I bought this 4th ghoul.
It's 12 players you've got, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I normally have. Normally, J.R.R. Tolkien would be sitting off for the defensive drive.
Yeah. Maybe do that for the next game.
I mean, I've still got
Like
to
you
burn
say,
that
if it
bit of
stops-
cash,
if
but
it's-
I mean, I've got enough to replace him for the match after.
So if you're on 1610, he's on
Let's do
1520.
this.
Why is it still showing as 17?
It doesn't update very quickly. Oh wait, hang on.
It doesn't, does it? There we go, 1610. So he's only getting 110, isn't he?
Yeah. That
So
denies.
if you put 70, if you put 70 onto that, he's getting 180. Yeah, no, even with the skill up, he'd still be able to afford the wizard, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just leave it where it is. 16, 10, 12 players with regen. You've got to expect
Just
that
got
to
to.
work.
It's going to be a bit of a bloody match there because you've got 3 mighty blow on his side, up against
Yep.
4. Yeah, 4 mighty blow on my side. It's going to be a slogfest.
Your mighty blow are much better though.
This is true.
Who are yours are on strength 5 pieces.
Yeah, I mean, the whites are going to be hunting his Blodge Ghoul.
Massively outguard him as well.
And hopefully, because I've noticed every match since he's got this bloody... Oh, actually, there's been a few matches stayed on. But Emily Brainty, since she got Block Dauntless, has been either KO'd or stunned first turn of every sodding match. Every drive just slap. Because that is a great piece to go up against the Flesh Golems.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Block Dauntless. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, you got the skeleton guard. You could stick the skeleton guard in the middle and put him on one side, and you're still getting 2 dice if the Dauntless goes off.
Yeah. And it's
With
a 2+
block
for the
against-
Dauntless to go
against-
off.
Yeah. Exactly. It's fine. You'd be loving that.
Just got to try chasing Adam at the top there.
Yeah. So what's your leaderboard looking like? You got Adam at the top, then you.
Then Will and Coach, Aidan,
Yeah.
Rusty.
Yeah.
It's
The
I mean,
ogres were unlucky last game
even-
though. That snake high over the line.
yeah. Oh, that he deserved the draw there.
Oh yeah.
He really did. Poor
What are the
bugger.
other ones like? What's Elbow like?
Let's have a look. Back up to the bow.
So you got Glenn at the top with a Necro, then with the Khemri, then Necro second.
Yep, Rob's Necro second. Then
Owl's
Owl
humans,
sitting on one of everything.
Cobra's Chaos, Orc.
He's had
And
a
Skaven bottom.
harsh season actually, Mark, so far.
Is that the Skaven Nacho everyday
Yeah,
elementals?
that's Owen's Skaven, because how did Mark do? Mark got his draw against, yep. I mean, getting a draw against Owl's humans is fucking massive.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
think he should
huge.
have been proud of that. And Rob's Necro are a bunch of buggers. So yeah, we're waiting for the 2 newer teams to play each other, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
Nacho and Elfsos. And actually,
Glenn's Khemri are
Skaven are
horrible,
the
aren't
TV leaders in that.
Yeah. I was just looking at Glenn's Khemri team. That's horrible.
Oh,
Isn't it?
they are scary as fuck.
There's one. It looks like he lost a Tomb Guardian recently, but the others are just Mighty Blow Guard, Mighty Blow, Block Guard, and then what's that? Blitzra with Tackle, Mighty Blow. Is that piling on? Yeah.
Just a point I haven't seen his team for
And
a
then
while.
another
since-
one with Mighty Blow, Throw-Ra with Jaw Hands, Block and Fend. Block
Damn.
Skelly.
the high
block,
movement
strength.
Ra is just
Look at that Skelly, that's lovely. Block plus strength and another one
Fend,
with
yeah.
block and guard. Double move boost, block, shorehand, Throw-Ra.
I mean, it's it's practically a werewolf.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can see why they're top. bet
Pylon Blitz
I haven't
roll.
seen Owl's humans. I bet they're horrible.
Oh,
as well.
they are a nightmare fuel. If memory serves, everything has a skill.
Lodge thrower, strip ball, dauntless. What else he got on that catcher? It's horrible. Wrestle,
he's got a dauntless
strip
strip ball, wrestle catcher,
Yeah. Tackle guard lineman
blodge thrower,
with wrestle.
block accurate thrower. Oh,
Can't get over how many big guys have got blooming doubles.
Yeah.
I don't think I've rolled a...
I mean, Rusty must be hating it as well, because he's only got 2? He got the strength up on one of his ogres, and I think he has got a block ogre as well. But it's just harsh. And then let's have a quick look at Buffoon.
Let's not.
Well, you say that, it's it's starting to separate. It's going to be a fight, really, for 3rd place, I think. Because looking at it, you've got...
Tim's played. I didn't realise that. When did they play? Yesterday?
Oh, they must have done. 0-0.
There's a 0-0.
So you're up against Rich.
Yeah, I'm
Poots
playing...
and Chili are playing.
So I'm playing... who am I playing? The Dark Elf, yeah.
Yeah, you're up
I'm
against
playing
Rich's
Rich's
Dark
Dark
Elf.
Elf. Away for a couple of weeks, so it's going to be a while before that game gets played.
Well, I mean, on paper, elves hate going up against Chaos Dwarves and Dwarves.
It's Dark Elf, though.
But Dark Elf, not so much built-in dodge.
Armor 8. I
Yeah,
hate it.
the bashier.
It's just wrong. Once you got block guard,
What's he doing?
block dodge tackle.
1 win, 2
I
losses.
haven't got a lot of dodge. In fact, I think my only dodge is missing that game, so the tackle is pretty much redundant. Plus movement lineman, wrestle lineman, dodge lineman.
I mean, this actual match coming is going to be really important for seeing what happens to your team. Because really, you want,
lineman.
at minimum, you want a draw out of that. And Rich,
Out of the game with the Dark
wields elves with like a fucking scalpel.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, Alvin's out for the game, so that's missing the guard, mighty blow, dodge dwarf, but he's got a nibble. He's going to be missing the odd game. I don't really mind that so much. Trevor Booting's starting to annoy me a bit now. He just needs 1 SPP, and he consistently failed to do that in the last couple of games. But
He is a great piece, though. Break tackle, when we were commentating on your last game, was that he is such a constant fucking threat.
He's my favourite. The break tackle's superb. I mean, like, it's only a 50-50 to dodge away the ball centaur, so I'm going to take it. You know, I took it with Ian Bash up in that game. I think he was marked, but I left it till the last turn, or the last move of that particular turn, and moved him into position. I'm going to take that shot every day of the week. So with Trevor, it's ideal. And I got fortunate in the last game because he was dodging and not triggering break tackle. He'd made the dodge, and then it's like, okay, I can dodge again now. So then he becomes quite horrible. Losing the 2 dirty player hobs.
Yeah, I was just looking at your hobs there. You've got looking a bit thin on
I've just got one. Yeah, David Cross is the only one that's any good.
But I mean, he's a great piece. Kick off return.
Oh yeah, but he hogs the SPP.
Oh, absolutely.
He scored 12 touchdowns. It's just I don't think my team has scored many more touchdowns in total.
That is the risk I find with the bashy teams, is that really a lot of your pieces are relying on causing consistent casualties to be able to get any kind of SPP, and you can't rely on casualties in Blood Bowl.
It's tough, like I said. I mean, this isn't developed very well at all. There's no doubles on there apart from, well, there's the double on Alvin Markham, and the only reason I gave him dodge instead of claw was because he's got the niggle. I just hoped that Blodge would keep him alive a little bit longer. Yeah, I did have one that was down to movement 3, but I had to sack him.
I mean, you've got the standard blocker wall of guards starting to build.
It's getting close. I've got Frank and Jeff are both on 5, so it's only going to take one Kaz from either of those, and they're going to click over. I'll be happy with that.
Jesus,
No Cluedo McCloskos. going to click soon. He's on 5. So
I
I'm looking
remember,
to
I remember Glenn saying when he played up against me and the chumps that it's just so disheartening to see so much guard, and then you look at what your block options are and you've got nothing because guard just cancels everything down.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I've only got 3 in the next game. But yeah, I mean, yeah, guard's one of those. I think it's one of the strongest skills in the game, and it's one that doesn't make much sense. You know, I can have a player in a square, and you can put what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 players around him, and he still gives an assist on every single block that I want to make on all of those. But it's just mental. It's
I've just had a look at the poor life choices, and I'm just standing and staring at Chili in the eye. He's a monster. I didn't realise, because I skimmed through a lot of the chat because there's often a lot going on. He's got his claw now as well. So he is block, tackle, mighty blow, claw, and movement plus.
Yeah.
He is a hunter killer goat. And I'm so glad he's not in my division.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good game out against him. I enjoyed it. It was one of those. It went okay, but I kept hitting him. I'm hitting him with mighty blow, and it's one of those. He's an AV8 piece, and you're thinking he's got to break in a minute. Got to break, and he just wasn't going through. But that's building into a nice team.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel quite bad for him because I pegged this season to be the season because his Nurgle have come along leaps and bounds. They've done consistently well in their last 2 seasons, but I think he might be out of contention at this point. Looking at the leaderboard, where is he? He's a win, 2 draws and a loss. He's going to have a fight. There's only 1 more match for him, 2 more matches? No,
Yeah,
only one more match.
Only 1 more game
for poor life choices. So,
I mean, if I lose, we'll be on the same, and I'll be losing to Dave, which will put him on 202, which will probably put him above us. So yeah, I mean, I think it'd be
a fight for 3rd place. Really, is what he's aiming for. I think.
They're one of those teams. I mean, it's Nurgle, and Nurgle I think are a bit like Chaos, and until you get to sort of 2,000, 2,200 TV, that's when they really start to shine.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the, you know, coming back to that point that you asked me about earlier, you know, if this team were to have won this season, they still wouldn't be at their most competitive. It would be a shame to not be able to play them again if they win at 16-40.
I completely understand your point there. It's
you know, he's probably
they haven't reached their full potential.
Several seasons developing this, and you've got, you know, you have losses along the way, and you have to start, you rebuild again. But they're just starting to come good. You think that Pestigore rolling ones, lovely.
Oh, absolutely. And he's not far off getting his next one.
Arms. No, he's not. He's only one touchdown.
Some people are saying possibly if he levels up again, go for 2 heads.
Depends what he rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, why not?
He's got some star
Pestigores. 2 heads would help with the dodging. I mean, yeah, you're probably looking at that or big hand, aren't you? Really?
Yeah.
He's already got the extra arms and sure hands. Why not just do that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got some. His Pestigores are absolutely, like you say, Chili in the Eye is the standout star, but he is a long way away. The best that he's got, you know, he's got the movement, he's got the tackle, he's got the 2 kill skills. It's just, he is lovely.
Oh, it's a beautiful piece.
Yeah. Destiny Raids.
It's the blodge.
Yeah, that's the blodge a bit.
Just having a look at the Dark Elves actually, because I haven't seen them for a while. They've been on a long rebuild. I think two of the niggles have been replaced now. Because I'm pretty sure he did have 4 movement busts, or somewhere around that, maybe 3.
I mean, that's quite good. I mean, like, I think always difficult character. I think movement's a terrible injury. I think movement's, you know, key to Blood Bowl at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, it controls all the positioning.
It certainly allows you to. Like a move 2 movement 5 dark elves isn't great, but it must be hard to get rid of. You've got
one of them's the kick
dodge.
piece, yeah, and that kick has come in clutch for him in quite a few matches.
He's going to be taking a loner into that game, unless he ain't got any money, so he's going to be taking a loner into that game. Only the one witch, she's not great. He's a new one. Did he lose them both in the same game?
I'm not sure. I'd have to check the annals for that.
Yeah. She's, I'm not particularly worried about that. Like I said, the only dodge piece I've got is off the pitch, so really his best blitzer's not.
Yeah,
the team that's been around for a while, when you think your highest rated player is a 18 SPP lineman with movement 5, I think.
Well, this is is this the team's second season now?
Don't know.
Let me check.
Honestly, don't know.
Let's see. That is. Oh no, it's not letting me view that because apparently I'm not connecting to stuff.
Statistics: he's got 4 wins, 4 losses, 3 draws. So I guess it must be his second season he's played.
So they're a relatively young team. I mean, they're younger than mine and younger than yours, but they had big losses that they're trying to recover. And that's what you were saying about it takes time for teams to get developed properly.
It does, and as you say, I mean, they're only 1 season younger than mine. This is the 3rd season with my team. So I've played 3 more games than him, maybe. Yeah. But it shows you how bloaty some teams can get. I mean, there's a Dark Elf team. These are at 1350, are they?
Yeah.
1350. And he's literally got nothing. Two guard blitzers. Like I say, a dodge tackle blitzer. That plus movement lineman's taken up quite a bit of SPP value. He's only got 10 players. He only got 10 players, and it's at 1350. See, you can see how easily some teams get bloated out of control.
Yeah. Oh, mine were a classic example as well, where they just kept growing and growing, especially getting the doubles on the mummy.
Yeah, that's always going to do it.
I mean, actually, just having a quick flip back, that mummy is worth 220.
So it's 120 over his actual. Are they 110? Are they brand new? Or 120?
I think 120, because the guard one's worth 140.
You've added 100k to him. Wow. Yeah.
But worth every penny.
Mind you, if you want to talk about bloat, I'm just looking at Chili's Pogo at 160.
Well, he can't ever get rid of that because we need the option to be able to kill it.
Well, don't worry, I'll try.
When are you playing?
Last game.
Final game. Oh, Chili, mate, that's going to be harsh. So fucking hard.
I mean, I don't want to give away any secrets on stream. I'm sure Chili will be listening back to this, but Trevor Booting is going to be fed a touchdown. He will level up, and he is taking tackle. That's all I'm going to say. And then he's going to use all the skills at his advantage of break tackle, mighty blow, and the tackle. And use all of those, and he's going after that pogo.
Oh, we love him so.
We all know there's only one decent pogo on any goblin team, and that was Wizard on my goblin team. And Mr. Harty looks good, but he's no wizard. He's only AG4 for a start. Wizard was
I just
5.
love the fact that Chili has refused to buy an Apo at any point. Just gone full.
Yeah, I think he might buy one before our game. It'd be mad not to. I'd want 2 on there if I was him. Because
that's the only notable thing, really. I mean, I know he's got the Mighty Blow Fanatic, which I think is great. Break tackle troll.
Oh. Yeah.
And then the only other thing I've noted is Mihati.
I don't know why he didn't take guard on that, but possibly would have done myself. I mean, the trolls are always on the front line in a goblin team, not going anywhere else. So.
Yeah, the front line and the corners of the cage.
Mighty blow on the fanatic's pretty standard, isn't it?
It's lovely though. It's
He's not got anything. Not got anything else.
yeah, everything
they're
else
all right.
is
I mean, they
skillless
can
apart
be.
from Mahata. Yeah.
The Fanatics can be great pieces. I think mine had Mighty Blow, Lock, Grab. I don't think he had anything else, but he's and then he took a movement bust and then he was shit.
That's it. Yeah.
They're good, but
Something
they're
that
just
before it gets busted. That's
movement 3.
yeah.
They're so unreliable, so unreliable. But yeah, I mean, his Pogo's love it. That's the best player on his team, isn't it? To be honest.
And when you think, you look at
That's
that,
the one
when
that-
we were talking about TV, that's a TV of 1070. I mean, that is
Yep.
streamlined. It will do the job. I mean, I know, yes, they're goblins, which is very difficult to play with. It's very hard to get a win. You generally don't expect to do it. But when you've got a Pogoer at AV4, you can bloody do it. If you
Oh,
can
yeah.
tie them up, you can just
Oh, yeah, I mean,
fucking
it's-
leg it.
That's completely min-max. I mean, like at 1070, but when you got one of that 1070, one player's 40 TV.
Yeah.
Sorry,
One of them's 160.
160 out of that 1070
Which
is
makes
one
him
player.
4
It's
times
not-
the
it's not
value
one of the trolls.
of a
No,
basic goblin.
It's crazy. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. But all I can say is he doesn't need to worry because it won't be there after our game. I can almost guarantee it.
Big talk. I hope to see it backed up in the match.
Wow.
But
Honestly, if that thing goes down, it's getting stamped on.
just seen the chat there. Will was saying that Rich hasn't lost any witches. That was his first and only.
Was it?
Yeah.
Great. I feel even better about the game now.
So I think that's probably where we're going to call it because it's just come up to 11.
Sounds good.
Thank
you
for
very much,
everyone
man.
watching. Thanks for coming and co-hosting with me, John.
No, I enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
You are always welcome,
Right.
and we'll see you all on the pitch next time.
Yeah, I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night, all.